All right, so I recently watched Babygirl, the new Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson movie that is like centered around cougarism. So yeah, so here are my thoughts. So initially, people thought that the movie would be a lot like that Anne Hathaway Amazon Prime flick that just recently came out, where Anne Hathaway is like dating a really young pop sensation and shit like that. And I'd say that movie was really like a made-for-TV, like a MTV Lifetime version of what we got going here in Babygirl, which is like the A24 version of the Anne Hathaway flick. So yeah, when we meet the Harris kid, like he's like taming a dog. Like this dog almost attacks Nicole, and like he like tames that motherfucker like quick as hell, like a vicious ass like German Shepherd or some shit. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of like demented or weird, especially since I know that she's gonna end up like hooking up with him. So I'm like, this is what got you going. Like you like him from this, like it was kind of demented, and it was foreshadowing like a kind of weird dynamic. Then we find out that she's a CEO for a company that he is an intern for. So that gives me like ding ding ding. That's a like no, like you are the CEO. You cannot date your subordinate. Like that's fucking crazy. So I was just like, okay. Basically, she holds out for a long time and doesn't like act on it. She's married to Antonio Banderas. They have 2 kids and shit. So basically, the turning point when she starts like gets that light, that green light, like, oh, I should go act on it and like do what I want to do with this kid. The green light moment happened when she had this conversation with her daughter, who's like either late high school years or like in college or whatever. So her daughter has a girlfriend, but one night Nicole witnesses her daughter like doing sneaky stuff with the neighbor's daughter. So she comes to her daughter, she's like, oh, I thought you were married, we're still together, I thought y'all loved each other. And she's like, oh, I love Mary, but I have fun with so-and-so, the neighbor, I have fun with the neighbor's daughter. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? So in her mind, her grown ass mind, it's like, oh, well, I can love Antonio, my husband, and father of 2 of my children, and I can go play with this little boy who is my intern, my subordinate, whatever. So yeah, so it gets crazy like that. I think the craziest, cheesiest moment in the movie is when they play Father Figure, which first of all is one of my favorite songs of all time, Father Figure by George Michael. But like the movie's called Babygirl and shit, and then that scene like he's all dancing is very cringy. Like I love Harris is hot, he's fine as fuck or whatever, but like that was so cringe. Like first of all, why'd y'all make him do that? Like that shit was so crazy. Then he's like cradling her. I was like, oh my god, this is really cringe. Like this is crazy. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, she cuckolds the fuck out of Antonio. I'm glad he finds out. I didn't think really he was gonna find out like the way the movie was going really. But yeah, he finds out, and then like the daughter like forgives the mom and shit. I'm like, you the one, like, first of all, you're the mom, so you shouldn't even listen to your daughter, and that was very deranged that she took it that way. But it was just crazy. The movie was crazy.